Okay, so let's see. Last week we left off with entering a purchase. We actually received coffee mugs. So here's our purchase expense right here. If you actually remember, we actually also we submitted that order for the corner bookstore. All right, if I go into my subsidiary ledger, here it is. I entered in my corner bookstore. Okay, and I also marked that when we continue, we're going to start off with the purchase of more sugar and creamer. So let's go ahead and start here. So we are currently on page 17 in our general journal. Okay, so today is still the 27th. All right. Okay. Who wants to go ahead and do this?
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Okay. So you're on June 27th for Thursday?
Right here,
Purchases?
we purchased 60 pounds of
So much.
sugar.
Okay. So first you're going to put it in your general journal,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to list your sugar, your creamer, and your Visa payable.
Good. Sugar, creamer, and Visa payable. Right? Because we used our business credit card to pay for this. Okay. Account numbers.
The
Go ahead.
um, for the sugar is 11,770.
Okay.
For the creamer is 11,775,
And Visa
and
payable.
Visa payable is 22,000.
Good. So what amounts are going to go in what?
Your debit amount for your sugar is 2160.
2160.
Your debit amount for the 15 cases of cream was 244.95, which will give you a total of 266.55.
26655. Excellent.
Then you're going to notate your account.
Okay, we got to put a description here so we know what
Yes, and
happened.
your description will be I got purchase from Whole Food Store.
Purchase from wholesale food store. Good.
Okay. Then you're going to go to your general ledger
Good.
under assets. Hold on, let me go there. General ledger under assets, and you're going to go to sugar.
Got it.
Where did that in? Where's sugar? Okay. And you're going to list your sugar, 60 pounds at 36 cents per pound.
Got it. Good.
General jet ledger, general journal 17.
Good.
The debit amount is 2160,
Okay.
which will give you a total of the 4320 plus 2160 is 6480
6480. Good. Excellent.
cents. Then okay. Then we're going to go to, we did the sugar. Now we need to do the creamer.
Mm-hmm.
Creamer, 15 cases at $16.33 per case.
Mm-hmm.
General Journal number 17. Your debit total is $244.95. and it'll give you a total of the 293.94 plus the 244.95 came to 538.89.
538.89. Excellent.
Okay, then okay, now number then we're gonna list your Visa payment, which is a liability.
Good.
Visa, yeah, yeah. Where did I put that? Visa payment. Oh, there it is. Okay, Visa payment. Oh, the purchase the cream and the sugar. General Journal number 17. I think that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then your amount is 266.55, which will give you a total of the 1615.26.
Excellent. 16,
Then
15, 26. Good.
16, yeah, 26. Then number 3, we're gonna go to the sub ledger under the vendors, and the vendor is Whole Foods. I'm sorry, Wholesale Foods.
Yes.
Um, why didn't I post this in here? General Journal number 17. Purchase order. Oh, the amount, is it the 266.55?
Yep.
We're gonna put the total due, and then the amount that they paid is the 266.55.
Good.
Then number 4, we need to list the purchase order.
Okay. In this case, no, there's no purchase order necessary, right? Because we went to the store and physically bought it.
I think that is no I got purchase order on the General Journal. What did I do right there? General Journal, purchase orders.
Purchase order is the next one for the next scenario.
Purchase order number. Okay. On that I have as a non-posting item for some reason. Um, okay, then that's it, right?
Yep, that's it. Good.
All right.
All
Thanks.
right, good. Yeah, good job. Okay. So now that we just updated our sugar and creamer, right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next scenario here where we had another purchase order for more coffee. So what do we do with these purchase orders?
Okay, this is where I list my purchase order for
Mm-hmm.
Atlantis coffee importers for 250 pounds. So I added the 125 and the 125
Uh-huh.
both copies, which gave me 250 pounds and a total of $385.
Good. All right. This one is going to be a non-posting transaction because we just ordered our coffee. No transaction was necessary here. We've been quoted, but that's not what the bill that we're not being billed $385. That's just what we're
So the
quoted
coffee
for.
can be purchased, right?
Yes, we haven't technically purchased it yet. We just placed an order. So no coffee has been received, no payment has been given, and no bill was also received. So in this case, this is going to be the non-posting transaction would be your purchase order. Okay. All right. last but not least, we have our ending sales for the end of the day on the 27th. So let's take a look what we have here. Here's our coffees. Here's our sales. So in this case, you might have to break up your transaction. So you do your first one, and then you'll do your cost of goods sold on the next page. Okay. So who wants to record the daily sales on the 27th?
Okay, I guess I'll go. Okay, so we are gonna debit our checking for 26/12/24.
Okay.
And I'm doing this as we go, so it might take me a little bit.
That's okay. We've had plenty of time.
For our medium coffee, we're gonna put in a credit of $473.62.
Okay.
Our sales large coffee is gonna be $595.01. Our supreme medium is $597.60. Supreme large, $698 even. Our coffee mugs for $48.93.
$48.93.
And sales tax payable is $199.08.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
On the coffee mugs, it says 7 each. I couldn't figure that one out. Is that $7 each?
No, it's 7. We sold 7 cups.
Oh, 7. At how much to get the 48.93?
In this case, we had in-sale store. This is an in-store sale, so I believe it was $6.99 a cup.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
now, we're gonna make sure our balances are debits equal our credits.
yep, I got 26/12/24.
Okay. So then next we will go ahead and post in our general ledger.
Okay.
First we'll go to checking. We'll just do it in order.
Okay.
27 is our date. Oops. In-store sales. General journal 17. And we're going to debit for 26/12/24. And that's going to bring our grand total to $6,300.03.
$6,303. Perfect.
Wait, did I say that right? Yes, 6.3. I put it in wrong though.
Oh,
All right, and so next is going to be our sales for medium regular.
here we are. Sales medium regular.
27. Let's see. We sold 238 cups. General Journal 17. And credit amount is 473.62. That gives us a grand total 3798.91.
Good.
Next, we can go to the sales of large regular. We sold 199 cups. $597.60.
59760.
Wait, am I putting in the wrong amount? Okay, let me look at that again. Sorry, we are still on large regular. That's totally the wrong number.
We've done 595.01.
Yes,
Yes.
595.01.
Good. All right. 59501.
And that brings our grand total to 4664.4.
4664.4. Good.
Right. Next is sales medium supreme. And we sold 240 cups. Our amount is 597.60.
Okay.
And that gives me a grand total of 4828.11.
Good.
Our next account is the sales large supreme. We sold 200 cups. For $6.98. And our grand total is $5,353.66.
Good. Excellent.
And now we go to sales coffee mugs.
Sales ceramic coffee mugs. There we are. Ceramic coffee mugs. Okay.
And we sold a quantity of 7.
7.
Journal 17. Our amount $48.93. The grand total is $1508.35.
1508.35 is correct.
So that's the general ledger. And then,
We got one more account.
oh, did I miss sales tax?
Yes.
Sales tax payable.
Sales tax payable. So liabilities. Okay.
General Journal 17. Our credit amount is $199.08. That's gonna bring our total to $1436.77.
Excellent. Good.
Can you hold it right there for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
Right. So there we are. So let's go ahead and see what happened next. So what are you gonna do next?
We need to update our inventory.
Yes. So inventory worksheet.
Let me just go ahead and copy here.
Okay, I'm gonna do that too then.
Okay.
So 40, we used regular coffee, 40 pounds, and for Supreme Coffee, we used 40 and a half pounds.
All right, so we need to find out the cost of goods sold. So we need to go to our inventory worksheet. Let's see. Today is the 27th. We sold 40, or used 40 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Our last cost is 1.64846.
Good.
And that brings our total to, the cost of goods sold is going to be $65.94.
65.94 is correct. Good.
Regular. We need to calculate our new on-hand total, so we're going to take 136 minus 40. 56.
Okay.
And then like 224.19 minus the 65.94. That brings us to 158.25.
Good.
And then we're going to calculate the new cost. It's going to be the 158.25 divided by the 96 units. And that gives us a new cost of 1.64844.
Good.
And now we go to our supreme. We used 40.5 pounds. So let's see. We're going to take that from our batch of 56 at 185.
Okay, so 185.
So 185 is our cost. And that brings our cost of goods sold to 74.93.
Okay, 74.93. Good.
And then we need to subtract from our on hand. So we'll take the 56 minus the 40.5. Leaves us with 15.5 pounds at $1.85. And then the 125 at 189.
Okay.
So our total on hand, I have 264.93.
264.93. Now let's double check this one because I have a split penny.
Okay.
Now because I have a split penny, that means I need to be very careful. So let's take a look. Let's go backtrack real quick. So this is 103.6. Okay? And I am subtracting 93 cents. So that means I should have left over something with 7 cents, right? Not 8 cents. I can't round up here. So this is where I have to be careful and make sure that now, okay, now I have to, I can't actually round up my inventory. I actually have to round down my inventory. Okay? So right here, if you want to, you can type it in just so then you know that this is actually 28.67, because in this case, right, I can't round on both sides because then I just created an invisible penny out of nowhere. So because I rounded up and had a split penny, I need to make sure that one of the numbers is rounded down. In this case, I'm going to physically type in, well, at least the next time I sell something or use something, at least I know 28 and 67. So I'm going to round down for this one because of that split penny. So that means my ending should be 264.92 instead of 93.
So how did you know that you were off by a penny? What gave you that tip?
Because if you think about it, let's take a look. If I did this, right? If I had 103.6, right, which is 103.60, right? And if I am going to cost my goods sold at 74.93, what's 60 cents minus 93 cents? That means you have to end with a 7. You can't end with an 8. And in this case, if you saw my window here, if I typed in 56 minus 40.5, I get 28.675. It tells me right here that I have a split penny.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this case, I have to make that executive decision because I can't round up for cost of goods sold and round up for inventory because that's going to give me that extra penny that came out of nowhere. So 6826 or 2867 would be the correct number because 60 minus 93 should give you an ending with a 7. And this is the dangers of, like, take a look at this, right? We had an even number of 185 and it gave us a split penny. So we didn't even, it wasn't like, we used an unrounded number. This was because we had a rounded number that you have to make that executive decision. Okay, there we go. So let's take a look. So here we are, 74.93 and 65.94. So let's plug those numbers into our journal. $65.94. And Supreme was $74.93.
All right, so now we can go back to our ledger and post these. So, cost of goods sold, regular coffee. Sold 40 pounds. Or used 40 pounds. General Journal 17. Our debit amount is $65.94. And that's going to bring our debit total to $1,061.50.
Good, excellent.
Next, we can go to cost of goods sold for Supreme. We used 40.5 pounds. General Journal 17. Our debit amount is $74.93, which gives us a total of $1118.58.
1118.58. Good.
And next account is regular coffee.
Regular coffee, here we are.
We used 40 pounds. About $65.94. to 158.25.
Good. 158.25.
Next is our Supreme Coffee. We use 40.5 pounds. Our credit amount is $74.93. That brings our total to $264.92.
Good. So remember, because we saw that was a split penny, now our inventory should match exactly right because we have 264.92. Now if you rounded up, then you would have found your discrepancy right there if you didn't figure it out from the very earlier beginning, right? When we had that split penny.
And now we need to deposit
Mm-hmm.
cash sales into the bank.
Good. So deposit.
So there's our amount. 2612.24.
$26.12.24. Good. And I realize everything that we wrote General Journal 17 for is supposed to be 18.
18, that's right.
Yep. So, I mean, at this point, it's up to you if you want to go back and fix it. In this case, it's just a minor mistake. You'd be able to know by just looking through your files, all right? As we go through the next one, I'll just change it as I go. Okay. Good job. So that was it for the sale, the in-store sales there. Okay. And then now, right, it's the last day, which is the 28th, right? Brand new day. Albert's going to submit another order for Super A Market. Okay. Right, straightforward, right? We're just going to take a look at the details here, right? This is a sales order, okay, for the total amount of $533.17. So, right, all we have to do here is just put it in the commissions for Super A Market, right? For the total amount of, let's see what it was, 533.17. 533.17. All right. So let's see what is next. All right. Last thing that we have here is going to be another in-store sale. So on the 28th, we didn't really do much. Not much is gone. We didn't pay anything. We didn't do much except for do our daily sales. So if someone would like to do the next one. No? No one wants to do this one? Okay. I guess
Okay.
I'll do it. Okay, you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
All right, let's go for it.
We're on the, okay, general journal. And we're on general journal number 18.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Um, so we're gonna record it in the, let me go to my general journal, so I have it right here. Did I put the 28? Of course you didn't. Um, okay, so we're going to list our daily sales.
Okay.
So it will be, the checking.
Okay.
Oh, you already have it there?
Mm-hmm. I just copied and
Then the,
pasted it from the right above.
okay. So the, checking amount, is it so which one you want to do first? The sales of the medium regular coffee?
In this case, instead of having to test for my debits to equal my credits, I can just do that simple by adding up everything in my checking account. So in this case, I'm going to use my equal sum in my checking account. So we could start on the sales for the medium coffee.
Okay, the medium coffee, 240 cups at 477.60.
Got it?
Then we're gonna list our large coffee at 598 even, $598 even, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna list our supreme coffee at $610.05.
Okay.
Um, then we're gonna list the large. There we go. 610.05, yeah. And then 701.49 for the large. And our ceramic coffee mugs are 5 each. Is that 6.99 each too?
Uh-huh.
$6.99. $34.95. Oh, okay, it's right there. And the sales tax payable,
Mm-hmm.
that's a liability.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount 199.82,
Good. Okay.
which we should have a total of the 2621.91.
Let's see. Let me test my debits equaling my credits here. I got 2621.91.
Then first your general journal. Then we're gonna go to the general ledger.
Good. General ledger.
General ledger. And we're gonna go to our assets.
Okay.
And we're going to go to checking first.
All right.
So checking is the 2621.91.
Okay.
Okay, right there. And then your sales and revenue.
Okay. What was my total amount in my checking account?
Um, oh, 0.03 plus 2621.91. 8921.94.
Excellent.
then we're gonna go to the revenue for sales.
Okay.
And first, we're gonna go to the regular coffee.
We didn't sell regular coffee. What did we sell?
Regular, medium coffee,
There you go.
red beet medium, and a large coffee. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we are. Because you said the medium. You said regular coffee. We didn't really sell by pound. We sold medium regular coffee.
By the cups. Okay.
Yeah, by the cups.
Medium.
Yes.
And right there will be the 477.60.
Yep. Okay. So hold on. Let me type that in there. So 28. How many cups did we sell? A total?
We sold 240 cups.
240 cups.
General Journal 18. The amount is 477.60.
Look for 77.60.
So plus 37.98.91, 37.98.91, 42.76.51. Okay.
Excellent. Good.
Now we're gonna go to Supreme, the Supreme medium coffee.
We can go there.
Wait, did I miss something? Wait, let me see. Medium coffee, plus the last amount, and we did the large. Did we do the
We didn't do the
large?
we didn't do the large yet. So let's go ahead and do the large regular coffee.
Mhm. And that's 200 cups. General Journal 18. $598. 598 plus the 466, 440 comes to 52.62.40.
Good. 52.62.40. Good.
All right. Then we're going to go to our Supreme coffee,
Okay.
Supreme medium coffee.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get there too. Supreme medium. There. Okay. We sold 245 cups. And we got 600 and, I'm sorry, General Journal 18. And we have a total of $610.05. And then that came to 54.38.16.
Okay.
Then we're going to go to our large Supreme coffee. Check that out. With that. Now, large Supreme coffee. We sold 201 cups. Journal 18. It gave us a total of 701.49. Which gives us a total of 53.66 plus 701.49. 60, 55, 15.
60. Yeah. Good. Yep.
And then we're going to go to our ceramic cups.
Ceramic coffee mugs. Okay. Here we are. Ceramic coffee mugs.
And okay, I got that one in there. So that would be the 28th of June. Let me input that too. 28th. And we sold 5 cups at $6.99. $6.99. And that'll be General Journal 18. Okay. And we're gonna have $34.95.
Mhm.
34.95 plus the 1508.35, 1543.30.
Good.
Okay, good.
Hmm.
Now, oh, excuse me, we're going to and okay, so now we're gonna record our sales tax.
Okay, good. Sales tax.
That's a liability. Okay, go over there. And we're going to go to, oh, the 28th of June, the General Journal 18. The amount is 199.82.
199.82. Okay.
And so that's 1436.77 plus the 199.82 is a total of 1636.59. Good.
Yes. Good. Excellent.
Is that right?
That is correct.
And that's that's it, right?
That's it for the sales.
For the sale, do we log in our inventory?
That's what we're going to be doing next, right? We got to calculate our cost of goods sold.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look at how much we used in the store. So in the store for regular coffee, we used 40 and a half, and then for Supreme, we used 41 pounds. So inventory worksheet.
Hold on, let me get there. Inventory right there. Regular coffee. Okay. So June 28th, we got 40.5.
Okay, 40.5.
Okay, the inventory worksheet is where I need help.
Okay.
So so the 40.5 pounds. How did I get the? Okay, I need help with this one.
Okay, so in this case, what inventory costing method are we using?
We are using the inventory costing method.
Mm-hmm.
We are using perpetual.
That's tracking method. Costing method.
Mm,
How are we costing our inventory?
I'm sorry. How are we costing our inventory?
Yes.
Um,
Are we using first in, first out, last in, first out, moving average, weighted average?
instead of copying, I don't know. Which one are we using? Is it the cup of coffee, 40 pounds? So is it the last in, last no, first in, first out?
Look at the top of your screen.
Uh, the
Look at the
costing
very.
method.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perpetual.
That's tracking method.
The regular coffee inventory costing method, moving average.
Correct. Okay, so that means I
Oh,
have to constantly keep calculating an average cost.
Hold on, let me write that down, please. So we're using the moving average. Okay, now go ahead.
So, because we're using moving average, we're constantly calculating an average cost per item,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, how many pounds of regular coffee do you have right now?
40.5.
That not what you sold, what you have right now, currently on hand.
Um, is that the 96?
96 pounds, okay? At what total cost are those total 96 pounds?
$1.40? No. What total cost is that the 96 pounds? I don't know. What would be the total cost? 40 pounds at.
No, 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 no. Don't be calculating 40 pounds. I'm asking you a question. Look at your
Yeah.
inventory on hand. You have a total of 96 pounds. What is my total cost right now?
Is it the 158.25?
158.25. That's correct. Now, how do we solve for the average cost per item?
Multiplying the I'm looking at it on a small screen here. Um, so you're can you ask that question one more time?
How do you solve for or calculate for the average cost per item?
You multiply it,
Not multiply it.
multiply divide. I'm sorry. You divide the 96 by the 158.25.
The other way around. You would divide the total cost of 158.25 by your
By the
96.
and I got 0.619273330 of that.
I said to
Wow.
flip it over. You're gonna take 158.25 and you're gonna divide it by 96 pounds.
96. Okay. 1648.4375.
It should be
16.
1.648.
Hmm. 96
No,
divided by nope.
no, 158.
The
25.
one
You take your total cost and you divide it by your quantity.
1648.4375.
1.648445. Okay, good. All right.
Okay.
Now that's your
Okay.
average cost per item. So if that's how much it's going to cost me per item and I used a total of 40 and a half,
Okay. And so and you use a total of 40.5. Would that be divided by the 1648.44 to get
no.
that?
No, okay. So okay.
No.
If I have a store right now, right? At 90 I have 96 pounds left in my inventory and it's market at my price right
Oh,
now at $1.6484. And then someone wants to buy from me 40 and a half pounds. How do I solve for how much I sold?
subtract the 40.5 from the 96?
Okay, that's to find your quantity, but my question to you is how do I know how much to charge my customer? How do I know how much to get rid of?
I don't know. How do you do it?
I'm gonna ask this question again. If I have 96 pounds left, right, and it's cost me $1.64, right? That's my price right now. And I sold 40 of those pounds. If each pound cost me $1.6484 and I sold 40 of those pounds, how much is my total cost?
One more time. Okay, so if you,
If
so
each
you have
if each pound cost $1.64,
0.64. Mm-hmm.
I sold 40 of those pounds. What's my total cost?
65.60.
65.60. I believe that is the correct answer. Let's see. 65 60. Okay, I think you rounded there, but if I sold, right, if it cost me $1.64,844, right, and I sold 40 and a half pounds, it should get me $66.76. Okay?
66 cents. I got 65.60.
Okay, you probably took 40 times 1.64. Like you took it literal. I'm saying that's the example right there, right? If it cost me $1.64,844 per pound and I sold 40 and
Mm-hmm.
a half, what's my total cost?
65.93.76.
All right, what are you punching in your calculator?
Ah, I am putting in the 1.64844 times the 40 pounds.
It's 40 and
Sixty-five.
it's 40 and a half.
So you
40 and a
have
half.
1.64844 times 40.5. 66.76, 182.
There you go. 66, 76.
66.76, 182. So it'd be $66.76.
Yes. Yes. Do you understand what you just did right there?
No, I don't understand. I did it, but I don't know how I did it. So can you go over it one more time so I can understand it?
If I have
So I got
96 pounds in my inventory costing at $1.64,844, and
mm-hmm,
then I sold 40 of those 40 point and a half pounds at $1.64,
mm-hmm.
how much is my total cost?
That's how you got the 66.76.
Right, because if it cost me $1.64,844 for each pound, right?
Mm-hmm.
So think of it, you have a store, right? You're selling your coffee at $1.64,844. How are you going to charge your
Right.
customers?
You have to round it off to an even number.
Mm, okay, let me ask that
No?
question again. If you are a coffee shop and you're selling each coffee by the pound and it's marketed at right now at $1.64,844, and you sold 40 of the 40 and a half pounds, how are you going to charge your customer? Kim?
So you're gonna divide. I'm here, huh? You're gonna divide that amount by the what it costs you per pound.
No. Kim,
No.
if I was your customer and I came to your store and you're selling me coffee right now, your each
Right.
coffee
I'm not
is a dollar and
260.
64,844. I buy
That,
40 and a half pounds from you.
oh, okay.
How
But
much
I'm
are
not
you
gonna
going
charge
to put in the cash register
you.
to charge me?
But I'm not gonna charge the customer 1.64844. I'm gonna charge them a rounded number, right?
I'm not okay. I'm not trying to. The idea here is I'm trying to teach you to understand. This right here is what you're going is your total cost of goods sold. This is how much you sold. That's the total cost. If each pound is $1.64,844 and I just sold 40 of them, how much in total did I sell?
You sold the 40 times the 1.64846, which came to
Yes.
$65 and
Yes. So do you understand why you did that?
no.
Because okay,
I'm
so
just kidding. Dan. I got it. Okay, so I'm going to charge them the 40 times the 1.64846, which came to the 6584. So then
right.
on the next one, I have 40.5 pounds, and I'm going to charge them the 1.64844, and that's how I can. Okay,
Because
so I'm going.
yes, because that's what you
So
got, that's what you sold.
okay, all right.
Okay, so now that we sold
Point.
$66.76 worth of inventory, now my next thing I have to do is I got rid of that inventory. I need to update my inventory so then I know the next customer that walks into my store how many pounds I have left in my inventory.
You have left in your inventory um 66.76. No.
66.76 is what you sold. You don't have
Sold
it
it. Okay.
anymore.
So we're going to subtract the 4.5 from the 96.
4.5 from the 96. Okay, good. 40. Okay, good. So how many pounds do you have left in your inventory?
You have 55.5.
You have 55 and a half pounds left. Good. Now, in this case, right, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking the average cost, I have to constantly calculate that because every time I purchase and every time I sell an item, my cost is going to change. So in this case, I have to take my total cost of 158.25, right? But I sold 66 and 76 cents worth. So how much do I actually have left?
One more time. Repeat that again.
Right?
So you
Okay,
have the 825 and you sold 66.76.
correct. How much do you have left?
91.49.
91.49. Good. So I have
Okay.
55 and a half pounds left, giving me a total cost of 91.49. That's correct.
Okay, repeat it one more time so I know I got that answer. So I'm going to subtract. Okay, so I have 96 pounds, and total is $158.25, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to sell 40.5.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to subtract that from the 96, right?
Correct.
96 minus the 40.5, which gives me 55.50.
Good.
So that's how that I have left in my inventory.
Yes. If you
And
think
the
of it, if you
total
are
of
a
that
real
is,
store, if you have 96 items and you sold 40 and a half of them, how much do you actually have left?
if you have 96 items, 40 and a half of them, you have 55.5 left.
Exactly.
And the total of that amount that you have left is the 91.49.
Correct. Because you sold $66.76 worth of it.
And 76 cents worth. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Paper.
All right. So therefore, that's what we have left in inventory. We have exactly 55 and a half pounds at a total of $91.49 left. Okay.
Okay. And that's moving average.
Yes. and we're going to constantly calculate the average because it changes every time you purchase and every time you sell a product.
Thank you.
Okay.
The light bulb is on,
Okay.
but I need to do another one so that I can, you know, actually catch on. So I know exactly what I'm doing right there, because that I didn't know.
Okay. All right.
So are we done? So this one we're finished with?
Yes, we're done with this one because that's all you have to do for this one. Now we got to go to Supreme Coffee because we sold 41 pounds of the Supreme Coffee.
Okay. So with the Supreme. So on the 28th, Supreme, is that a Supreme large?
No, so the Supreme is just the pounds of coffee that we have. We brew coffee. That's why we have medium and large cups.
Yeah, but on my paper, I just have in-store use regular coffee 40.5. I don't have any. Oh, it's on the next page. Here it is. Okay, my bad. Supreme coffee, 41 pounds.
Okay.
So we sold 41 pounds
We sold
of
41.
Supreme.
Okay.
And we and we sold wait, oh, you know what? You're you're not on the 21st. You went up on your screen on your thing, or is it me?
Yes,
You
I
can.
am all the way up at the top of my screen.
Oh,
So
okay. And this is well, this is FIFO, first in, first out.
first in, first out.
Okay, and go down a little bit more
Why do I need to go down?
so I can see the last transaction that you have here.
Last transaction. Okay.
Right there. So okay, we sold 41. We sold 41 pounds.
Okay.
Where's this first one? First one. And how much do we have in our inventory? That's why you go back to the top.
That's
Okay.
why I was at the top of the page. Yes.
Okay. So in our inventory, we have quantity, cost, and total. We have a total of 28.65.
No, we don't have 2865.
A total of 15.5.
Yes, we have a total pounds of 15 and a half. Okay.
That's what I got on the last one. So we're going to subtract the 41 pounds, subtract from the 50, 50, where is that? 55. Oh, 15.5
Okay.
gives us, are we sure? No. Are we sure? I have a minus 14.5.
All right. So in this case, right, how does first in, first out work?
What goes in first goes out first.
Okay. So in this case, how many batches of inventory do I have?
Inventory, you have on hand 140.5.
Okay, but I'm talking about batches. How many batches do I have?
Is it four? How many batches of inventory? I don't know. Where are your batches? Inventory on hand. Your total batches, the is it the 230? No, the 264.92.
Okay, that's my grand total. That's everything I have all totaled
So
up.
your total is 72?
No.
Okay, I don't know. How much, where are your batches? I don't see batches.
Okay.
Where do you put your total cost, your quantity, your purchase, your freight, your quantity, cost, your items?
Why okay,
Where
listen. Okay, so on my inventory on hand, why do I have two lines that says one is for 15 and a half and one's for 125? Why couldn't I just add it all up together?
Oh, those are your batches right there. So you have under your quantity, your 10 and your 16.5, those are your batches.
10 and 16.5. Where are you looking at?
June 19, 16.5.
We're not looking at that. That's the cost of goods sold. I'm looking at my inventory on hand.
On hand, you will have a total of you said it's not the 264.92.
That's
So is it
that's
the
grand
230?
total.
So
So
on how many do you have on hand? The 140.5?
that's in grand total, but I'm asking you in batches of inventory because that's what FIFO is, right? If you have a first batch of inventory, that's the first batch you're going to sell out first, right?
Okay, right.
So in this case, right, I have two batches of inventory. I have one for 15 and a half pounds and I have one for 125 pounds.
Okay, which gave you a total of the 140.5.
Correct.
So you're saying how many do you have on hand? So on hand, you would have the 140.5, right?
In grand total, yes.
Total. Is that answering your question? How
Uh,
many do you have?
yes and no. But in this case, right, my first batch of inventory, how many pounds did I sell? I sold 41, right? Now, in this case, my
Mm,
first batch of inventory, do I have enough to sell all 41?
yes,
I have 15
you
and
have.
a half pounds. Is that enough to sell for 41 pounds?
No.
No. But at least I would have to eliminate this whole entire batch right here because FIFO
Oh,
is first in, first out. I have 15 and a half left in my first batch of inventory. I have to get rid of that whole entire thing, and that means I also have to dip into my second batch of inventory.
okay. So the 15.5 is eliminated because that's all gone.
That's all gone. Good. Okay, so in this case, 15 is gone. So 15 and a half, right?
Hmm.
At how
So
much is,
now you need to get 25.5 more. So that's gone.
yes, 25 and a half more.
More. And that's going to come out of go back up again, please. Right there, right there. So, if you take the 125, you're still short the half, the five. So all of that'll be gone, right?
Okay, let's do one step at a time. Okay, so right now I'm getting rid of my 15 and a half for 28.67. So 2867. Okay. So so right here I sold my very first 15 and a half already, right? So I'm going to get rid of that completely. So it's gone. It's eliminated. Now you just
Okay,
said I have to do 25 and a half more.
right. So the 125 goes.
I have 125 pounds and I have
Oh,
25 and a
oh,
half I have
I'm
to sell.
okay. So that's going to leave you with 99.5.
Yes, it does. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if that leaves me with 99 and a half, right? My cost per
Mhm.
item is $1.98. So if I needed to sell 25 and a half, at what cost am I going to calculate that for? I only have one batch of inventory left.
The $1.98.
The $1.89. Good. So then what is my total for selling 25 and a half pounds at $1.98 or $1.89, excuse me.
Repeat that question one more time. So now we're looking for the half, right?
In this case, yes. But my question to you is, if I sold 25 and a half pounds at $1.98, excuse me, $1.89, what is my total cost that I sold?
I got 48.195. No, I'm not sure if that's right.
Yes, 148.95. You round that up to 148.2, right? So 148 and 20 cents. Okay? Now we took that off of my batch of 125.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I have 99 point and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now in this case, let's see. We sold, so this would be 188. Okay, hold on. Hold on. 188 and 5 cents.
188.055.
188.05, right? Because that's where I have to look for my penny. In this case, I rounded up for my cost of goods sold, so therefore I need to round down for my inventory on hand.
And you know that why? That you have to round down?
Because what was my original amount for? What was my original amount?
The original amount of what?
Okay, so if I had, what was it, 125? If I started out with 236.25, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. How much did I sell?
You sold. You mean the amount or the quantity?
The amount, yes. I sold 25 and a half pounds at $1.90 at $1.89.
Which you sold $48.20 for?
Good. Now let's calculate that, right? What is 236.25 minus that 48.20?
187.80.
No, it should be 187, 188, 188.05. So we had 236.25 minus 48 and 20 cents.
188.05.
Okay, 188.05, right? But if I go over here and I calculated what 125 minus 25.5, which is 99 and a half, shows me right here that is 188 and 55. Am I going to round up or am I going to round down?
You are going to round down.
Exactly.
Are you there?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly correct. That is why you would round down. Because think about it, if you have 25 cents and you subtracted 20 cents, can you round up saying I have 6 pennies left?
No.
Exactly.
So you're gonna round down. Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. So now we have our numbers, right? We have our cost of goods sold, right? We sold a grand total of $76.87 worth of Supreme Coffee, right? And for regular coffee, we sold a total of $66.76. So now I need to update my journal and my ledger. All right, because the cost of goods sold for my regular coffee, right, for selling a total of 40.5 pounds, it cost me a total of $66.76. Okay. For my Supreme Coffee, we sold 76.87. Okay. Right? For the grand total right here, so 15.5 pounds at 28.67, plus my 25.5 pounds for 48.20, we got a grand total together of 76.87. Okay. All right. So now we need to post it to our ledger. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. So cost of goods sold. Let's go to our cost of goods sold for regular coffee, right? It is the 28, right? I used a total of 40.5 pounds, right? Of my regular coffee. Right? How much was that grand total? Oh, 66.76, okay? Now, in grand total, out of all my sales I've made, how much have I sold in grand total? 11.28.26. Good. Okay, so that's my regular coffee. Okay. Now I'm going to go down to my Supreme Coffee, right? I used 41 pounds. Okay. Right? At 76.87. Okay. So in grand total, how much did it cost me to sell all of my coffee? $11.95.45. Good. So here's the real catch that we need to really focus on is going to be the inventory, right? Because in our inventory, it shows that we have X amount of regular coffee and X amount of Supreme Coffee. Okay, so right now, in my ledger, my regular coffee holds as of the 27th that I have a total of $158.25. But I don't, right? Because I sold or I used 40.5 pounds, right? Used 40.5 pounds of regular coffee, right? Now in this case, because I used it, I have to subtract, and the way I journalized it was I'm going to subtract it for the $66.76. So therefore, right, if I calculate it, $158.25, and I got rid of $66.76 worth. I should have left in my inventory $91.49, which is exactly what we did in our inventory worksheet. That's how much we used, and that's how we update our inventory ledger account. So our inventory ledger matches our inventory worksheet. Okay? So in this case, I confirmed that by using 40.5 pounds, that means I only have $91.49 left in my inventory, which we know is the 55.5 pounds, right? Because we calculated it. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and update my Supreme Coffee, which I used 41 pounds. Okay. Right? And in this case, I've calculated that it was a total of $76.87, right? Which then, right, which we calculated, right? We took the $264.92 and we subtracted it out to leave us with $188.05. We know that because that is 99.5 times $1.89. Yes? Do you understand how perpetual inventory works? We made a purchase. We have inventory on hand. Now that we used some or we sold some, let's just put this in context of we sold 40 pounds instead of used it. So therefore, this is what perpetual inventory does. We have 96 pounds of regular coffee. Now we have 55 pounds because we got rid of it, we sold it, we used it, right? We can't calculate that as inventory because we don't have it. You could take a physical count and you're going to realize, oh, I only have 55.5 pounds left because I end up opening them and using them to brew the coffee in the store. Okay? So this is what we're doing. That's what perpetual inventory does, is that it updates your inventory. And the way that we cost it is whatever method that we determine. In this case, Supreme Coffee is based on which pounds of inventory came first. So we sold our more cheaper ones first and leave the more expensive one left in our inventory. Okay? And now we're left with, again, 99.5 pounds at $188.05. Yes?
Got it.